Hi Capricorn, welcome to your bonus spread. I hope you guys are doing okay. And this is going to be a general message, but kind of a specific one for those of you who are not with your partner right now or your ex-partner. And it's, are they missing you and what's going on, right? Do they miss you and what's going on? So let's see what kind of messages we can get from Spirit for Capricorn. We're doing this the middle of August 2019. It's the middle of August 2019. God, Spirit, any messages that Capricorn might need to know? Are they missing them? What's going on? Missing them. What's going on? Okay. Black Moon Tarot. North Node, Life's Purpose. Nice. I like that. Okay, let's pull a Wisdom of the Oracle. Get some more advice for Capricorn. Middle of August 2019. Are they missing Capricorn? What's going on? Are they missing Capricorn? What's going on? What's going on? Time for a nap. Okay. So, yeah, I guess nobody's moving right now. Everybody's in freeze zone. Freeze. Freeze. You know what? Let's talk about your crowning energies first before we pull any, because I am going to be pulling a past, present, challenges, and outcome, and I'll pull some qualifying cards as we go along, as we need. So let's talk about the North Node, Life Purpose. This is about our destiny, right? Because the North Node is all about gifts, all about gifts. So it represents destiny. It's directly opposed to the South Node, which is much more serious and restrictive, right? So the North Node represents where we benefit from good things in our past, right? In our past lives. It's just this, it's like the arrival place, for lack of a better term. So what this is telling me is that your partner is missing you, is thinking about you in a very positive way, okay? There's a very karmic vibe to this, to the North Node. It is about karma. That's what the North Node is. It's the karma that, well, the South Node is the karma that we have to work throughout our life because we're aspiring to enter that space of the North Node, right? So this just tells me that your partner feels this very karmic, fated kind of feelings towards you, like you have been in each other's lives before this place, right? In a past life, they view you as fun and as creative and as someone who really speaks to their heart space. But the thing is, you just need to keep in mind, it's the North Node energy, which the lunar nodes always bring shifts and changes. So there is this very faded quality. It's weird. I'm getting this very, how can I articulate what I'm getting? So I feel like it's like you're on one side of the street and they're on the other side of the street, and the street itself just has hunks and hunks and piles of just junk and shit there, right, between the two of you. But I'm feeling like your partner knows that once you guys can figure out a way of navigating across the street, you guys are going to be able to like meet in the middle, or they'll cross to you, or you'll cross to them, or something, because they know they're going to be with you again. But there's all this stuff in the way. And they know that, but there is this faded kind of quality to it. So that's what's keeping them in there, because it's like no question in their mind that there is a larger unknown that they can't actually see just yet, that you're meant to go through with them. This is very much what I'm getting here. So I mean, I like that if that's what you're looking for. That's very positive. So I do want to just say before we go any further, if you're dealing with somebody who, and I just want to preface this by saying there's a difference between NPD, which is narcissistic personality disorder, and somebody who's just selfish via the human condition, because they have an ego, and we all have them, and sometimes our egos will get all wonky, right? And we say stupid things, and we do stupid things, and we act a little more selfish and self-involved than we should, right? I mean, we all kind of do that. That's different than somebody who literally lacks empathy and gaslights consistently, and somebody who's very negative like that, because I'm getting a loving vibe off of this. I'm getting a vibe of respect is what I'm getting here. So if that doesn't resonate with you, then I'm really sorry, but this is probably not your reading. I'm just going to say straight out of the gate. All right. And now we have time for a nap. So this is just, don't make any plans right now. That's what this is. This is like relax, and you need to let time do her thing. Things need to be very uneventful within your connection right now. Things really need to flow naturally, and this beautiful renewal is going to end up taking place all by itself. So here I'm getting your partner understanding that patience is very much the key right now, and that withdrawing from taking part in any action regarding this relationship and giving it a rest, so that your love and your connection can be rejuvenated, but in a healthier way. Because I am getting, for many of you, there are things that have to be done. And Capricorn, I mean, a lot of, we just had your eclipse, right? So I am getting that maybe there's still debris from that, and things that need to be cleaned up and tidied up before you and your partner could be back in a healthy space, is what I'm getting from this. Now, this could be for any reason you guys are not together. Maybe you guys don't live near each other. Maybe one of you is separated, going through a divorce, or something where you guys just can't be together. Somebody's away because of work or the military, or fill in the blank. But there's a reason for all of the junk in the street, right? Something has built that there. But I'm getting, it's like very faded quality. You guys have been through a lot. That much I'm getting. If this is resonating with you, you guys have been through quite a bit. Okay, the cards are popping. I'm not ready to take them yet, though. Okay. Capricorn. Any messages for Capricorn? They miss Capricorn. Give me the story of what's going on here. Capricorn, the archetype. Any messages? Any messages for Capricorn? Capricorn. Messages. Capricorn. Okay. Kind of outcome is that, Capricorn? 3 swords. 3 swords. Oh my gosh. 9 of swords and 8 of swords. All right. Well, at least we're going in reverse there. 6 of wands. All right. Okay. Listen. Past 4 of cups. Disappointment. Disillusioned. Okay. Your partner was feeling disillusioned and disappointed when you guys got together. Not in you, but in the past, in relationships. They were in a space of feeling, am I ever going to meet anyone that I really resonate with, that I connect with on a soul level? Is that even possible? This shows me that your partner went through a lot in past relationships, and they had these scars that were there. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, it's like your partner really was not very much in touch with the scars. They just knew that they were feeling very picky and very particular with who and what they were willing to get into a relationship again with. But you fit the bill. There was something about you that made you unique, that made you different in their mind, to make them want to get to know you. They were in a place of feeling disillusioned, disappointed, and feeling like, if this next partner doesn't have this and this and this and this, I am not even bothering, right? And wondering if they were ever going to be happy. But at the same time, the 4 of Cups also is an energy that indicates there being unresolved issues from the past, unresolved scars, not so much feelings, but scars, where, they were probably feeling a little gun shy to jump into a relationship. Something happened in a past relationship that made them feel in one way or another scared, inhibited, just maybe not wanting to bother. You know, everyone's a little different in how they process their emotions, but this is what I'm getting when you guys met. But they really connected with you on a soul level. We have this high priestess. This is about intuition, higher level thinking. And this is an area of connection for you guys. This tells me that they were viewing you as the high priestess, which is all about like really good experience, just being in touch and connected and really like getting it as far as they're concerned, and you getting them, you understanding them, right? This is about that higher level consciousness that we don't often get with people, right? It's that very discernible place in our higher consciousness where we feel very connected and almost at home with someone. It's very much that red thread, that, you know, twin flame, soulmate, whatever we want to call it, connection, right? It's so much deeper and better than anything they ever had before, is what I'm getting. So when you guys met, I'm not going to say that you saved them, but you pulled them out of this very inhibited space where they were inhibited in relationship. Even if they were in another relationship, it doesn't matter. It wasn't speaking to them in the way that you spoke to them. You very much spoke to them. And now moving to the present, there's this idea of justice, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so let's talk about this. So your partner right now is very much about trying to be fair. And there's a situation going on between the two of you where it's very important. Well, first of all, the Justice card is about karmic payback, about the righting of a wrong, right? So this indicates to me that currently there's some sort of karmic payback, some sort of leveling of the scales. The fact that it's upright says to me that you guys are not together, that there was some sort of falling out. And I think I'm going to pull some cards to see exactly like what happened there. But this is how they were seeing you. But they feel like even though you guys are not together, some sort of justice is being had. Because the Page of Pentacles reverse, you know, Pentacles means money, but it also means mental health, emotional health. As I always say, right? The ability to support someone, be supported, anything in the tangible, and also you know, anything regarding our health. And the fact that it's reversed says to me that there's a restriction, that there could be some sort of manipulation, but some sort of holding back. So this tells me that your partner is in a space of feeling very justified in how they're handling things, because they feel like they were very hurt by you, and they feel that something was done wrong to them. They feel like they were wronged, having to do with that past situation. I need some explanation of that, because how did they go from viewing you as the High Priestess and opening themselves up? Like, what is this situation that happened with this Page of Pentacles reversed? The Emperor reverse. Okay, so the Emperor reverse is a narcissist, the card of the narcissist. So because this is a reading of your partner to you, guys, understand what this is coming from. I'm getting that this is how your partner felt you were. The Emperor reverse is the narcissist energy. Doesn't mean you are a narcissist. Doesn't mean you have narcissistic personality disorder. Everybody runs to that. This could just be they're viewing you as somebody who's very selfish and not communicative and deflective, like that you deflect. You may or you may not. They might be the ones who did it. This is just their energy, and I'm feeling that circumstances came up and they were viewing you as being more concerned about your own feelings than theirs, and not being very respectful of them, and creating some deflection. Page of Swords reverse. This tells me that there was this holding back of ideas on how things should be moving forward. There was not a meeting of the minds between you guys. You felt one way, they felt another, and they felt you were being very disrespectful of them, and you probably felt the same way about them. Yeah, okay. And then we have the Four of Swords reverse. The Four of Swords upright is a period of just, you know, waiting in deep contemplation, but almost in like a prayer state. as I always say, you know, this is the coffin. And back when the soldiers, this is a soldier, right? Back when the soldiers used to go out to war, they would have their coffins made before they would leave for war, so that if they died in battle and their bodies got sent back home, they already had their coffin made for them, right? So when they would come home from battle alive, they would lay on top of their coffin and think about all that they're grateful for. And it's just like this very pensive state of, and it's this waiting, it's a space of waiting. Four of Swords reverse tells me they weren't willing to wait. They weren't willing to wait. They felt like they needed to move on. Okay. So whatever the situation was from this Emperor reverse, okay, they feel like not being with you right now is somehow balancing the scales, at least for them. Okay. At least for them. And they're in a space of just really not feeling ready to create and move forward with anything tangible with you. Okay. Now we have the challenge here is the King of Pentacles. Now this could be a number of things. Okay. I'm going to give you everything that I'm getting. This could be that this person who you're in love with, you work with them. Okay. They could be a business partner. They could be your boss. They could be a colleague, something having to do with how you generate your pentacles. Okay. So this could definitely be that. This could also indicate that one of the challenges is that money was an issue in your relationship, and your partner very much feels like they were the capable ones when it came to establishing resources, controlling the resources, and all of that. And this being a huge issue that they had with you. This could also be your partner just not feeling supported by you. That you did not respect them and understand them in the way that they needed. But I can tell you that this was with a heavy heart, because the Nine of Swords energy is the 3 a.m. card, and this is about anxiety and worry. Now, this could be real anxiety, Capricorn, that your partner was feeling, but this can certainly be just anxiety that they were creating in their own mind based on narratives that they were telling themselves. Could be real narratives, could be false narratives. It's going to be different for everyone, but the bottom line is, whatever it was real for them. It was real for them. Okay? And this is a huge challenge, because whatever the situation is, whatever it is that, whether it's they feel the most capable as far as resources, the most capable as far as being the one who's supportive, and they're not getting these things back, and they're feeling this level of disrespect, but yet they love you. And this is creating this sense of anxiety in them. This is creating this feeling like, they're feeling like you want me to come in and save you, Capricorn, or I don't feel like that, though. Let me rephrase that, because it's just such not a Capricorn thing that would happen. I just am feeling like maybe they were irresponsible with money and they were not being supportive, but they felt like they were, but you knew they weren't. And this is the issue, where this is creating the arguments, and this is them feeling very frustrated over why you might feel like that. I feel like that's more of a Capricorn interpretation, because you guys are so responsible. You guys are, very much the Pentacle energy, in that you're so earthy. You're so hardworking. You are very pragmatic when it comes to anything having to do with the resources. And you are, the archetype is actually quite supportive. So I feel like that they weren't maybe cutting the mustard in your mind, and there was this issue, and this is why it was a challenge. But in the the outcome, and then we have the extra outcome, we have the 5 of Wands. So there ended up being a lot of fighting. Okay. 5 of Wands is an interesting energy, because nobody really wins. It's just a battle of the wills, really, right? So you guys ended up in this big argument, and then we have the 3 of Swords energy. So this could be that, either they ended up going with somebody else, or you ended up going with somebody else, or no one went with somebody else. And this 3rd sword is just the argument and the conflict itself. Because I always like to say that. If people see the 3 of Swords and they think affair, third-party situation, that's really only one interpretation. It really does depend on your situation, because this could be you, this could be them, and then this could just be the issue. What's going on? And you guys just being in this very distinct stalemate kind of space, and they feel very self-imprisoned by it, because the 8 of Swords is all about them feeling trapped in their own mind. This is not in reality. This is a self-inflicted self-imprisonment within their mind. So I can tell you one thing, Capricorn, this person loves you, because the opposite of love is indifference. And I'm not getting that here. They love you. They have themselves like just doing laps in their head, round and round and round, thinking about everything that's gone on. So this could be, again, they found somebody else, you found somebody else. Maybe one of you were still married, one of you were still in a relationship. You know, maybe for one of you, work is getting in the way too much. You know, again, it just could be this other. It has to be an other thing outside of the two of you that's creating this major issue. And this is making them very, very anxious. And they feel very disrespected, because the Six of Wands in the upright is all about getting this respect, having gone through a lot. You know, this is the person who came back from war alive, and they were like, yay, you know, thank you for your service and we respect you, kind of thing. And it's reversed. So this tells me they're not feeling respected or honored in this situation in the way that they feel like they should. Okay, so I really want some more information about this outcome, right? Because we have that North Node and we have this, okay, I get it, time for a nap, everybody's sleeping. The relationship's asleep right now. Got it. But it's not going to stay asleep, not with that North Node energy and not with some of these. All right, justice is going to be paid, whatever. Okay. Information does Capricorn need to know about the outcome? Give me 3 cards, please, Spirit. 3 cards. 3 cards. Explain the outcome. What's going to be happening for Capricorn in this relationship? Ah, love it. Okay, King of Cups. Okay. 2 positive. King of Cups reverse does indicate some holding back, okay? They're going to be holding back right away. I kind of get that. I do get that. But the Ace of Swords is you guys figuring out. This is Ace of Swords is new thoughts, new ideas. This is what we're going to do. There's a newness, there's a freshness, there's a restart here. This is the start of a foundation. This is the start of a foundation, but because we're not robots and because your partner's not a robot, okay, they're not upright yet. They're still feeling scared. They're holding back a little bit. You're going to have to be a little patient regarding that, right? But this is, the Six of Cups is all about love and just joy and sharing with family. And you guys are going to be really going through the foundation of the residue of what the previous foundation that you guys had. And you're going to be pulling apart and kind of like cherry picking the positive things that you want to carry into this relationship and then throw out the rest. Okay? But it's not going to be easy because this King of Cups, this tells me that your partner has been hurt and they're scared. And they're scared. And you know what? This makes me want to go back to this Four of Cups energy, right? Because they were this, they were scared, they were disillusioned, and you pulled them out of it. And then you had all of this stuff and it fell apart. And now they're just scared. So you have to help them feel good about things again. And they have to help you too. This isn't no one-way streets, but egos have no place here if you guys want this to work. You have to really be willing to nurture whatever this is. You really have to nurture it, Capricorn. They're feeling very, they're scared. I'm getting the King of Cups reverse as scared. I'm not getting that they're pulling anything shady on you. I'm not getting it. Sometimes I get that with that, but I'm not. Not sandwiched between the Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups. These are beautiful, pure energies. This is beautiful. This is you guys reminiscing about the good times you had and really, again, cherry picking those really nice things. So I want a yes-no card, please, Spirit, a yes-no. Will Capricorn be reuniting with this person who's missing them? Will Capricorn be reuniting with this person who is missing them? Capricorn be reuniting with this person. Yes. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Not only are you going to be reuniting with this person, oh my gosh, look, you got 2 aces in a row. That's just so benefic right there. It's not going to be easy though, because Capricorn, you're going to have to like, I think I just told Cancer this. You're going to have to understand, because you might be in a space of being like, what do you mean you're having a hard time getting over it? You were just as wrong as I was or whatever. Don't do that. Only because you guys have to have fair, open, and non-judgmental, empathetic conversation here. Because remember, everyone's feelings are their own. Feelings are so subjective. No two people see absolutely everything exactly the right way. How your partner recollects what went on in your relationship may be a couple of degrees off from how you remember it. So this is really about mutual respect, empathy, understanding. Even if down to your very bones you disagree with their perception, hear them out. Just listen to them. Try to understand why they might feel the way they do, and then take it from there. But the energy is supporting that not only do they miss you, but you guys are going to end up back together. That's what this is indicating. Now, if you're with somebody who's been abusive and just horrible, I'm so sorry, guys. This is not your reading. I can't reach everyone all the time. I try, but it's just not possible. But if you're resonating with this, and you had a loving relationship that got really ugly, and you guys are not in each other's lives anymore, this does tell me whoever's heavy on your mind, they are missing you, and the energy does support you guys working it out. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. I'll see you guys next week for the September reads. Okay, you take care. Bye-bye.